Welcome everybody, welcome back. I spent at least an hour making this candle wick on a day. Friday? Was it last Friday? I don't know why, but... Whoa! So if you'll deal with me briefly, we can zoom in on them. So we have our unlit candle here. I don't know why it's so bright. I think the UVs of the candlestick need to be redone because it's looking a bit chunky. It's looking a bit crusty. We have the unlit candle, the cold wick. It's just a dark brown stick, basically. Then we have the got put out a few minutes ago, maybe a minute ago. Red embers glowing at the tip, the very tip top. Perfectly created. Oh, thank you. And then we have just put out. It's kind of got an orange glow, and you can see where the embers are going to form, and it's kind of beautiful. And then we have the candle is on right now, and it's glowing like nothing else. That is where the combustion is taking place right there. And then obviously we have the candle flame, which I did promise everyone in chat that I would make it move, but we're not going to make it move today because, yeah, reasons. It's quite nice though. We got that little blue whoomph, you know, for that sub-pixel beautification, just in case you get that close to the candle. It's not. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that strong. Shade of complexity. Shade of complexity in quads. They don't even exist. They're so easy to render. They don't even exist. Oh, these candles not nanite. Looks like these candles aren't nanite. The flame, it makes sense. The candles can be nanite. Absolutely. You think you need to make an achievement for people who actually zoom in this close to see the blue outline? Oh man. So okay, the wick is slightly less performant than it could be. I don't see why it's dark green here. That is my question. I have an argument to make about this being dark green here, because this is essentially casting just a shader, just a single color node. Oh, that makes me angry. The candlestick is fine. Both the candlesticks are fine, apparently. And apparently quads won't render on stuff that's nanite. There are so many... Oh, wow. There are so many bugs. There are so many bugs with Unreal Engine 5. It's untrue. So far we're looking pretty good. The pixel shader, not so much. Vertex shader is absolutely bussin'. We should turn real time back on so we have the actual post-processing effects that we would have in game. It's a bit stark. It's a bit chiaroscuro. You know what I mean? It's a bit... We need to do shoutouts. Jesus, what am I doing? We had offline followers, everybody. Am I chugging? Let's turn real time back off then. Sorry. We had offline followers. Thank you. Alchemic Fury, Attack on Snacks, and Towley 3 and 2 E's. For the followers, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy here. Let me add you to the overlay. And bop. There we go. That's 3. And a cheeky shout out for Attack on Snacks, not snakes. Attack on Snacks. Professional streamer, horror game player, enjoyer. Nom nom nom. And expert social media individual. Anyway, what was I doing? Actual work. Instead of just talking about how bad Overwatch was. Yes, of course. Throne and dining. Here we go. So we've got all these stair pieces, which I'm not entirely sure we need. Is that a full poly surface? Bloom flickering, super triggered. It's specular, actually, not blue. Big specular highlight on the shiny brass candelabras. Yeah, okay, so browse to the asset. SM candle A, B, and C, right? So this is hello friend. I want to rename this one, yeah. SM candle L A. So that's a large candle, right? These are small candles. I don't know if you can see that, but they are actually quite small. Sparkly. Let's fix that up real quick. And something about it. What were we gonna do with it? UV. Yeah. That is the problem. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. Select ions. So that is calm thyself. That's the whole wick. That looks like the whole wick. What's this? That is also the wick. Okay. Just put those up there. Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. Stop. Yeah. We need to go back to modeling mode, actually, unfortunately. And we need to split these. I don't know why I merged them. Browse to asset. Candle, large A. Yes. Oh, thank you for the looks, Derry. Lovely candles. Yes. Okay. I was about to just delete that. You can't delete a redirector. What nuggetry is this? Oh. Okay. So we get the pivot. Put that at the bottom of the mesh. That seems fine. We really only need one wick, right? So that's SM candle B and that's SM candle C. So split. Accept. So we'll just use the same wick throughout the whole game. One wick to light them all. That's totally fine, right? Browse to asset. We'll split this one as well. So we get that. And we get that. And we delete. Okay. Allegedly, that was fun. And we get that. Nope. That should be fine. There we go. That was fine. Fix up. I do like the search feature on this. Pretty good search feature in the Unreal Engine. And then we can rename these. SM candle MA SM candle MB. Fix that up. What are these? What are those? Right. So I don't think we need any of the other stuff, right? I don't know what this is. We'll leave those alone. But the things that are evidently candlesticks, right? We can delete those. The things that are evidently wick, we can delete those. What's that? I didn't even ask at this point. Oh yeah, these are all candlesticks, yeah. Okay. Oh, huge slam. Should we delete the original candelabra? This looks like an empty 4 verts, 2 triangles. It's a square. It's a square. Right, okay. Force delete. Ah, yes. There's something soothing about using the orthographic perspective views. All the offsets are wrong. All the offsets are wrong. Right. Okay. So I know I said we were going to move on from this very quickly and do other things, but sadly I did a bad. I did an ultra bad. A super bad if you would, and yeah. So this calculates the fade based on the wick offset, which is going to be 1 unit. Not sure I like how the contrast works, or in this case does not work. But c'est la vie, I'm afraid. Might have to have a look at that later. But that is like a minor issue. Anyone gonna see this shit? As Prime Codec Von Trink said, probably no one ever gonna see this. Ah, the glow offset. Is this what we're talking about? Oh, I see. Right, yeah. So that's not a mask based on. Yeah, I see. That's not a mask based on the on where this starts and this ends. Where this starts and this ends. It's where the fade of the 3 glowing power colors fade, stop, end. Right. Okay. Yeah. Big idiot styles. That's this. That's not what I wanted. That's good enough. You don't know why you keep putting wick in quotes. I didn't save it. I save it. Okay, now that nightmare is out of the way, we can move on to the new nightmare. Are these grapes or is this fungoid? It looks like grapes, but I think it's fungoid. Ah, plates! Plates. Oh no. What have they done to you? My poor boy. I wonder if it'd be better, easier to like light the room with a point light instead of this spotlight. I wonder. You can get these real stark shadows. It's kind of scary. Oh, but can we just appreciate the bounce lighting? Ah, yeah, we were going to do the plates. Content. What is this? Apple, sure. Floors, sure. What is this? Stairs, maybe? Ah, we got all these to do. Asset actions. Select actors using this asset. Is beautiful. Yeah, so this is a different candelabra. Doubt. Press X to doubt. If ever you would have pressed X to doubt, kids, now is the time. What is... Hello? 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 Fancy. You there. Oh! Do you know what? Do you know what we didn't do? It is different. It is kind of. It's kind of different. It's smaller. That's it. It's just scaled up for these. I'm happy about that, but I'm also sad about that. So we've got to work out how much bigger it is. Straw. I see. We'll leave that alone for now, I think. So I mean, ideally, I'd like everything aligned to a world direction, a cardinal world direction, but don't look like it's going to happen, so that's nice. Second thing, the skinny candles. Yes. ZBrush poly full mesh. So no. Is that this? Oh. That is this. Ah, okay. Okay, you. How about split? Accept. Call it. So we don't need the candelabra. And we don't need the wicks. We need the candles. So I guess we only really technically need one of the candles. Now the question is this gonna suck to do? I think this is gonna suck to do. Not gonna lie, kids. I think this is gonna suck to do. I think every single one of these roses is gonna be an individual static mesh. And we're gonna enjoy some pain. But first, this. So, desculpt. Right. Sculpt normal, I guess. Very, very not that strong. Sculpt normal. Oh! Control click to do inverse. Oh! Arclight TV, hey. Hey! Hey. Oh, I've lost my fucking focus target now. Thanks. Thanks, Unreal. You're a real friend, you know that? Smooth, 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 smooth. Shout out someone on your list next time you look at chat. Oh, right now, why aren't I sculpting outside of Unreal? Why would I sculpt outside Unreal? There you go. Big shout out. Thanks, Reno. Shout out Reno. Why? Yeah. Why would I? Why would I not? Why would I sculpt outside? Yeah. What the hell, man? Saying I should use some kind of a professional sculpting tool. Have to export the model so you can use more polygons. Nanite uses a cluster load that doesn't let you see all of them. Now, I don't want to insult, if you're even using Nanite, I don't want to insult your intelligence, Arclight TV, but do you know how big this prop is? Do you know how big this prop is? Do you know how big this prop is? We're getting further away from the prop, Arclight. The prop is essentially 4 pixels wide. So even if I can't see all of the triangles, I think it's fine. I think it's, in this specific instance, I think it's fine to sculpt inside Unreal. Also, it's fine to sculpt inside Unreal all the time. Because the Unreal sculpting tools are pretty bussin', not gonna lie. Also, I hate pretty much every 3D tool that I have. So yeah, they're the reasons. I hate Blender. I'm in Unreal. I don't want to have to export a mesh every time I want to edit it. It's a tiny prop. I don't care. If you have a cool suggestion on a faster way of editing meshes than just editing them directly in the editor using the built-in editor tool, feel free to suggest. But beyond that, I think I'm good. Think I'm pretty good. Thank you. But yeah, Blender sucks. Maya sucks. Maya costs money. Blender sucks. Fucking hate Blender. Fucking it's so powerful, but it's so hard to use. You'd think that they could. You think they could just have a button. You know, you'd think they could just making something that's viewed from an extreme distance. You can just make a billboard image of the asset. While that would require coding a tool to make a billboard sprite sheet, and that's not fast. But also, this is a 3D object. You know, we're not getting that fucky. We're not getting that fucky, okay? This isn't a PlayStation 2 game. Billboards are in Unreal by default. Yeah, but they're not good. That's just a flat plane. Actually, oh, here we go. Actually, a billboard isn't just a flat plane. Billboard has got code behind it so that it faces a specific direction and shows a specific tile set at a specific time. You played Doom? You know, the enemies have got backsides, sides, quarter view sides. Doesn't need to do that. It does actually need to do that, Arclight TV. Like, I don't know if you've ever played a game, but like, if you have a billboard that doesn't move, if you have a flat plane with a texture on it, and you like stand sideways to it, you can't see it because it's a flat plane. Billboard itself can be static too. See, what you would actually... There's two ways around this, okay? So you could have code which faces the billboard to the player. Or you could have code in the material which simply aligns to the camera. But at that point, you wouldn't even need a billboard. Oh, we've done something here. I think it's fine. The point is... Oh, I see what we've done. The point is... You still know what I meant though? A flat sprite? We're being specific here. This isn't people playing video games and talking about how badly they're designed from, you know, an objective point of view. We're talking specifically about the core principles about developing a game here. Oh, sorry, Mr. Fancy. If you say X and then ask me if you understood that I meant Y, am I going to say yes if we're talking specifically about specific things in a specific realm of arguments? Right? If you say proton when you meant neutron, am I going to understand that you meant proton when you said neutron? It doesn't work like that. Don't work like that, Arclight. I'm sorry. I appreciate you being here. Game development isn't specific. There's multiple names for stuff. But that's the thing. There are specific multiple names for specific things, right? And a billboard has a very specific thing. It's not a flat plane. It's not just a flat plane, I should say. Anyway, point is, these can't be billboards because they're 3D. I guess they could be billboards one day. Unless it's something called merging in Unreal. That's called batching in Unity. Is it? See, there's 4 different ways of merging in Unreal. One of them is batching. So, I don't want to mess with you. It's fine. It's fine. So, you can merge a mesh, which will take one mesh, and it will take another mesh, and it will use the voxel remeshing tool to basically do voxbool, and it will make a new mesh out of those meshes. You use simplify, which will do the first step, and then it will use the voxel remeshing tool to reduce the visibility, reduce the number of polygons. You can do batch, which will create an instance static mesh actor, which will instance all the meshes that you've selected to merge. And there's approximate, which I don't use and nobody uses and nobody knows what it does. Maybe they're different. But yeah. Billboards can render sprites. You learn something new every day. I hope so. Anyway, to answer your question, I'm doing my sculpting in Unreal because it's easy and it's fast and it's a small prop that needs to get sculpted. And I hate Blender and I don't have a license to use Maya and I don't really like Maya. But yeah. Mr. Fancy Unreal Dev is going to use the fancy Unreal tools provided by the fancy Epic Games. How are you doing anyway? And what are you doing, more importantly? Never thought about there being different merging methods. Yeah, the Unreal ecosystem is built towards some really, really strange stuff. Taking a break from modeling. And you come here, of all places, of all times. Man, I hate 3D modeling. It is the worst. Somebody pay me so that I can hire Vale to make a new VTuber for me. That'd be so nice. That would be so good. You have to bother someone in your spare time. Gets to be me, yeah. Well, that's good. I like being bothered in other people's spare time. It's like a hobby. Why am I spending so much time on this? It's probably good enough, right? It probably... It's probably good enough. Caesar's absolutely jank. Nope. But yeah, I'm not a 3D modeler. I don't do this on the weekdays, I'm afraid. And I thank God that I don't have to do this on the weekdays. Oh my God. Could you imagine making 3D models as like a job? Ugh. 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 Like, I'm awestruck by the people who do this. Like, to a professional level. Every day of their lives. Reno, is it time for another shout out? You don't want to model all day? That would drive you crazy? Oh, I'm glad we agree on something. Now if I just get a slightly larger tool. Yeah. Yeah. And then I use this to sculpt in on the inside of the coupe. Huh? Oh, hey, that looks pretty good. What's Antonia, by the way? Antonia is Balint's IP. It's an ant princess who is learning the ropes of the leafcutter ant colony before being readied for a position on the throne. I believe that is the throne, a very cool throne. And yeah, working together on this game. Educational entertainment, entertainmental education. I play New Vegas. I'm your best friend. That's your favorite game. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. I've played it exactly 0.9 times. I think we're right at the end, but I couldn't finish the last fight before I had to go for Cup of the Day. So we're still playing Vegas. And after Vegas, we will be playing Xenosaga 1 in Japanese. Because it didn't come out in Europe. It came out in North America, I believe, but I don't have an NA UTC NTSC PS2. I have a JP NTSC PS2. Because I'm a scrub and I don't think things through. You hate all Fallout games. Oh my God. Which last fight? There's multiple endings. The one where you fight Yes Man and his army of robots. Don't tell me that's actually an ending. I already killed him. Yeah, I wasn't happy with any of the NPCs in Fallout New Vegas, so I've basically been murder hoboing my way through it, and once I've defeated Caesar's Legion at the dam, sadly it is not. Damn. Yeah, because he went in power, and then I used the time machine to punch him in the face, so it's all good. But yeah, I'm not really happy with any of the factions in New Vegas, to be honest with you. So I've just murder hoboed my way through all of them. The Emerters, sorted them out, murdered most of those guys. Now I've got an inside man there. The NCR, they're last on the list, but they will be the biggest bang, I'm sure. And then I will be president of Vegas. Yay, go me, yay. Smooth. Just a little bit of a smooth. A smooth. I said a smooth. Right, smooth. But yeah, I was basically hoping that putting Yes Man in the seat would give me control over Vegas, but it actually just gives Yes Man control over Vegas, and I don't want that. Yes Man's stinky. So yeah, and that obviously meant that I was already in the bad books of Mr. House, so we had to do some screwy stuff to get snow globes recollected. You control him though because he's a literal yes man. No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. See, the thing is, Yes Man upgrades all of the robots in Vegas, right? Yes Man upgrades all of the robots in Vegas to be Robot 2s. And you can't kill them. You don't have free reign to just deactivate these guys. And that makes me angry. Am I not king? Am I not the God Emperor of New Vegas at that point? Yes Man is. And they don't defend me. They defend Yes Man. And that's a fundamental failing in that quest line, I'm afraid. You could tell him to shut them down. Too late, he's dead. He's dead. I killed Yes Man. He doesn't even fight back. It was really sad. Not actually in the game. Damn. Yeah, exactly. It should be in the game. Because that's like what I feel that ending is, right? It's you get Yes Man to be the puppet emperor, and then you just feed people stuff through Yes Man, right? But that's not what happens, and it makes me sad and angry. I guess the game was made in, what, 18 months? So I guess some of the things were rushed, but would have been nice to have a proper Takeover Vegas ending. Oh, Collect TV, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it here. Let me add you to the overlay. I can just click on it, it's fine. I'm freaking out here. I don't know if that works or not. I'm just going to have to look at it. So yeah, I didn't actually kill Mr. House. I mean, I did, but not physically. I mean, I did, but like not in the current save that we've got. It's weird. Spoilers, by the way. You can do that. But it turns out that he's the air quotes good air quotes guy. But he doesn't feel like a good guy, right? He feels like a die-hardman. He feels like that ghost of an asshole kind of guy. And he acts all hoity-toity. He's very rude. Can't abide by rudeness. No. Rudeness has got many a man chainsawed in half. Let's just remember that. But yeah, basically everyone's dead in my playthrough. It's kind of depressing. One tip you'll give for the asset is you could use cards for those rose petals. Yeah, we could do that. I could very well do that. It wouldn't make much difference in performance of modern hardware, though. What I'm probably going to do with the rose petals is... And then... Anyway, these aren't assets made by me, so like distance scaling stuff and... Oh no, what have I done? This doesn't have a thing. Rip. I didn't even see that. Oh, this is open. Ah, this is not going the way I thought it was going to go. Sculpt is fine. Sculpt accept. It's very smooth, isn't it? Oh, well, that's a lot of polygons. Let's not. How did you accidentally become an indie dev, by the way? So, I came to Twitch to stream games, basically. I came to Twitch to stream games that I had bought and played but never finished, or bought and never played and never finished. Are you going to put a cap on that? But then one day I thought, oh, well, if I'm using this amazing peer pressure of viewership to get me to play games, maybe I can use this amazing peer pressure of viewership to learn C++. Didn't work, by the way. Don't know any C++. True shame. But I figured then, why not learn how to make games? Because I'd been trying to get into the Unreal Engine basically since 2006. UE standard... 19%. So I started off by following like a book. You want to learn C++ next? You've been sticking with art for years. Yeah, C++. Let me break it down. Let me just break it into like a small. So like any single line of C++ code is pretty simple. Any single kind of thing that you want to do in C++ or C or any of the low level but not quite assembly coding language. It's not that bad. Not that bad. But when you get into something as complicated as a Unreal Engine project solution in Visual Studio, I have no idea what the fuck went on. Like, there's a huge disconnect between writing a script that prints "Hello World" in the console to Vidjigame. And like, I don't want you to be scared off by this. I just want you to be prepared. How it's structured is difficult. It's not even how it's structured. It's there's just something about it, man. This is what I wanted. Oh. Like, I think the biggest thing holding me back isn't like complexity explosion. I think the biggest thing holding me back isn't my lack of understanding of C++. It's my lack of understanding of how Visual Studio handles a solution and a compiler. That's okay. Accept. It's just a candle, man. It's a background object that you're not going to get close to. That looks like a candle, right? The only thing that annoys me is that the beautiful, wonderful, lovely 3D modeler that we have on the team, and the also owner of the IP and the head project lad, Science Streams, has not included divots in any of the candle models, and that's physically inaccurate, and I cannot deal with that. I'm making a science game here. Like, if you burn a candle, you get the orb of heat. Anyway. Look at this beautiful candle flame I made. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Can't tell me it's not good. That's nice. Zoom in. Zoom. Enhance. Yes. Oh, it's got the little... I don't know what's going on with the wick, but... Can you touch it? I mean, it's a video game, so it's not even hot. And we have some artistic license on the candelabra. It's a real mushroom. It's not quite that bright, but so beautiful. Now, what were we doing? Yes, this laddie boy. Right. So the roses and the rose stem are all separate from each other. So this is gonna suck, but we're just gonna have to power on through. So the first thing that we need to do is split this. Chandelabra. Don't. It's a candelier. A chandelabra. We only deal with spoons on this channel. And the... Oh! Okay. No. I was relieved there, but for all the wrong reasons, and this is still going to be a nightmare. So luckily, in the Unreal Engine, we have this beautiful split function, which allows us to take meshes which have been combined. Shroomdelabra. True. It's true. Takes meshes that have been combined inside the engine, outside the engine, and split them into their constituent mesh parts, whatever that is, wherever they live. And I've definitely crashed the engine because it's definitely individual petals. So that's not gonna fly, unfortunately. Time for another SO, maybe. Sure. Dance Survival, Professional. Did I already shout out Dance Survival? I feel like I did, but I don't think I did. I think I shouted out Snacks, didn't I? Dance Survival, Professional Speedrunner, Professional Streamer, absolutely fantastic community leader, next President of the United States for sure, verbally only. Well, there's a physical shout out, so I don't like this. I don't like the way it's just frozen. Like, the PC is responsive. The VTuber is responsive. But the engine's just gone, you're trying to do a little fucky wucky there, hey, buddy. What science is being taught in the game that I'm making? Genetics, epigenetics, and the life and times of the humble leafcutter ant. So, as you may be aware, Arclight TV, all of the ants in the ant colony share almost identical genetic strains, except for the fact that when you look at an ant, maybe if you look at every single ant in an ant colony, you'll notice that some are, 5-10 times the size of each other, bigger or smaller. And you could wonder to yourself, how could that be possible while they all have essentially the same genetic code? And the answer is through epigenetics, where the genetic code has activators and suppressors, and the activators and suppressors work on the genetic code on the inside of the cell to create changes during the. You don't stare at ants all day, so you never noticed. That's a good point. That's a very good point, mate. That's an extremely good point, actually. So that is too good a point to not put in the Trello. Do you find this weird? Hold on, let you go find an ant colony and get a measuring tape. Ants are fascinating. Ants are pretty good. Do you find it scary that Trello doesn't have a name? It does. It's called Trello, but it doesn't. Like, Krita has a name. Ants are cool. Photoshop has a name. Visual Studio 2019 has a name. Acid Pro 8 has. Trello is just a logo, and it scares me. Anyway, it's in incognito mode. God damn it! Hey, Blimp. Yeah, there he is. The science streams just above you there, Arclight, is the IP franchise to do art, to do gameplay, to do game art, to do framework. Copy list. This is going to be important note. Some people may not be aware of the differences in ants within a colony, and this should be raised in-game ASAP. Change cover. Include melanterite cave formations in the Ant Mountain. Everybody in chat, you know what melanterite is, don't you? You could do a little intro explaining what the game is going to be about. Oh, you mean right now in the stream? Yeah, the game is going to be about Antonia, a princess ant, essentially. And they're going to be tasked with learning about the function of each ant in the colony, and through a series of 8 to 10 mini games spread across a vast tropical open world environment, you will learn what the ants do, and through a series of other mini games you will learn how the ants become the ants, what they do. I'm terrible at explaining this stuff. But that's the main pitch. You play as an ant, learning about the ants that surround the ants to become king ant, or queen ant, specifically. Leaf cutters have a lot of different castes. So yeah, the leaf cutter ants, they're right here, mission tiles. So we have the carrier ants, the soldier ants, garden ants, nurse ants, cut ants, chew ants, sanitation ants, male ants, and ants. Hey, Streambug. How you feeling? So, carrier ants. No, cutter ants. Oh, yeah, cutter ants. Cut and leave. So, cutter ants. What will my next series be about? Bees? Don't tempt me. The actual, like, the game that I was actually developing before this is an RPG about demons. We won't talk about that. B game would be awesome. Ant game. These aren't actually leafcutter ants. I've been informed that these are Thatcher ants. Weaver ants? Thatcher ants? We had the B movie, now we need the B game. Only if it's also contains the boy Weaver ants. They're Weaver ants. They were the closest we could get. I typed in leafcutter ants, okay? And this is what we got. They're red, they're on a leaf. No one else will know. It'll just be us. So the cutter ants, they're a medium-sized ant. Margaret Thatcher ants. I'm picturing it. You say to 7 people. Ants. Yep. That's right, Streambug. I say to 7 people. I'd show you the other project, but now's not the time. Preparing mesh cards. Oh, sweet Jesus. This is why it was taking its time, wasn't it? Wasn't you here for the previous project? Streambug, I believe you may have been here for the previous project. Wait. Are you using nanite? Don't focus on it, Arclight. Don't focus on it. Don't bring attention to it, please. Obviously, I'm using nanite and lumen. No point using Unreal Engine 5 if you're not going to, leverage the boys. 8,396 of 8,396 input meshes cannot be split. Good. Why is it whenever you join, it's always some type of loading? Enjoy making foliage with nanite. 5.1, baby, it's coming. I look forward to the day. Every single rose petal was a separate mesh. Man, I love when the game run on a whole 30 FPS. This isn't a competitive multiplayer experience. We don't have... Even if they fixed the overdraw issues, there were overdraw issues. I didn't ever have any issues with overdraw. But then again, I did follow the company guidance on reducing overdraw. So what can I say? 30 FPS is fine. It's not complaining. Yeah, it's gonna be a Switch game. 30 FPS is fine. When we make an Antonia Battle Royale, then we will focus on the hardcore optimization to get it to the 34 FPS. 24 is fine too. I'm amazed that my face is running a decent frame rate right now. But anyway, yeah. So it's a cool game about ants, which most of the development is just loading bars. What can I say? On play some Apex? I'm kidding. I am actually no. Shh. Nice. It's happening again. Only 4. It's fine. Hides laptop that runs Skyrim at about 20 FPS. Have you seen the new 3 Clicks Philip video about frame rate independent mouse movement? No, Streambug, no! What have you done? Imagine you win again. At least I have more entrants than books this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those is mine. Yeah. Never, if you saw Nanite Creator interview, there was developing Nanite before NVIDIA released RTX and mesh shaders. Oh my god. They got lucky finishing Nanite before everyone started using RTX and mesh shaders. Nanite is software RTX and mesh shaders. You can just use mesh shaders and you have much better performance than Nanite. But reworking Nanite to mesh shaders in UE5 is literally making everything from scratch, so Epic is not going to do that. Oh man. But do you know, actually I have a fully ray traced project two fully ray traced projects. You saw someone compare ray tracing in Lumen and UE5, and ray tracing looks a lot worse. You gotta have a hand for ray tracing, friendo. Let me show you the ray tracing game that I made. Not the ray tracing experience, because that's a Christmas thing. Can't do that. It was a New Year thing. I had to turn ray tracing on because it didn't have accurate reflections of the floor. Please, just minimize for 5 seconds, please. We go to the G drive. Might be loud, so watch your volume. But you can get this on Edge. Fully ray traced project, 16 FPS, 720 resolution, RTX experience. I just wanted reflections in the Chrome text, that's all. And the only way to do it was to enable ray tracing. Like, I couldn't just be like, oh, ray trace, but only for this mesh. Ray trace only the reflections on the Chrome text, please. It was like, you ray trace the whole scene, or you ray trace nothing at all. So this game has DLSS. And it has a cool opening menu with ray traced refraction. Oh, yeah, I'm tanking my PC, but the stream is nice. I think it's H to unhide the menu, yeah. And I put the options on the main menu. GPU's wasted slow for proper RTX stocks in UE5 rendering 360p, 720p, RTX seen only a single AO pass each 16 milliseconds. Well, I mean, yeah, probably. So it's a match 3 game, or match 4 game, I guess. It's fully ray traced though, baby. So look at all those beautiful reflections. I won no prizes for this, but people said they liked it. It wasn't like my other Jam games, which like doesn't even run. Like, it does run, but it uses does use DLSS, so you will have to have an NVIDIA GPU to run it. Sorry, AMD boys. Large Apollo gaze. Also, particles. Cascade does not work in ray tracing, and the other one, Niagara, is bad. You can see like all this weird artifacting going on. Especially not even using DXR. Oh, FPS. Oh, right. Yeah, FPS on the stream is not so good, but FPS my side is a solid 60. Guarantee. Can I even... I can't bring up the menu because it's not a dev build. It's very smooth, trust. If you have NVIDIA GTX RTX card, check it out. Or a GTX 1080, I guess. You can use a 1080. But yeah. Why is it so janky on stream? Stop it. You see visible dithering, yeah. It just can't do it. I don't know why. I mean, I have my suspicions why, but... Oh my god. Is it done? I think it's done. I think it's thinking about being done. You only had cubes, by the way, on scene. I mean, that's not strictly true. They were minnows. They were three-dimensional cube-based anomalies. I think you have to take ray tracing compared to Lumen with a grain of salt, because a lot of that's going to be down to like the artistic direction and also the specific setup of the camera, and you know, surrounding technologies. Because you can have, obviously, if you use DLSS on quality, ray tracing is just pointless in game development, to be honest. Hey, it's beautiful. We didn't develop Lumen because it wasn't good looking. You know, we don't do these lighting things because they don't look good. and we don't play games because they don't not look good. Hey. Saw Chess Project in RTX could not even run a 3090 GTX GPU with more than 15 FPS and 720 because chess figures geometry was way too complex. Too many triangles. Saying how precious shadow maps aren't? What's a shadow map, bro? What's baked lighting? Have you seen the new NVIDIA demo of their lighting, the new lighting system thing that they're doing? 2 Minute Papers did a video on it. Do you know 2 Minute Papers on YouTube? I don't trust some of the things they say, but they do just go through software demos sometimes, and that's quite interesting. You don't trust YouTube unless it's an official dev. You always look up articles written by experts. You consider trusting the people who made the technology to tell you about the technology's shortcomings. That's very trusting of you. I probably wouldn't trust the people who came. Well, I watch all the fucking Epic Game stuff. I trust some of it, but you always gotta season the information you get, no matter where you get it from. You gotta look at it and you gotta go, it's probably bullshit. All the information, especially everything I say, which is definitely bullshit. No information on this channel. Only opinions and fantasy. That's right. Shadow maps forever. Just blend multiple shadow maps and do interpolation between them. 60 shadow maps per second. A shadow map computed for every permutation of every set of 3D mesh boys. Granted, all of the... Yes, salt. Exactly. Exactly what you know. Can of salt. Everything you hear. Salt shaker. It's pretty amazing how Bullet spent all this time making these lovely roses. Like, painstakingly arranging each petal. That's dedication. Is that not the definition of dedication? Is that not the dedication of definition? Ooh. Anyway, does anyone know a good punching bag? Does anyone know a good punching bag? Like a good brand, a good cheap but won't fall to pieces. I'm looking for... Can I instance the roses together? See, this is what I've been thinking about, Arclight, right? We talk about instancing meshes, right? We talk about instance draw calls for all our meshes to increase performance, but consider not having any meshes. Consider instead instance triangles. So instead of instancing meshes, we instance triangles. The collision geometry is entirely separate. Just think about it for a while. Think about it for about a day, and then you might be like, hang on, that's just nanite. Which may or may not be the case. You don't want to be a mesh. But Lynn, we're looking tries of different shapes. They're not though. Meshes can be different shapes. Voxels is superior to everything. True, but you can't render a voxel to the screen. Oh my god, have I crashed the engine? Look at these beautiful roses. Look at them. Built by hand. And it all highlighted in the latest Nanite dev interview why they dislike voxels and everything else. You can only instance an instance ID. You can only instance a memory reference. Oh, individual pixels. Ah. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. They're beautiful. Very high effort. I think Blender's got tools for I think Blender's got tools for doing this. Automatic radial placement, something something. What am I not selecting here? Use the outliner. How about that? Oh boy. You should also use files in the outliner. I don't know what you're talking about. I like literally what? What is this? Huh? What are you trying to tell me? I want the knowledge. Oh. Unlock Starry Night. Oh. Is it a rose? It's a rose. You know how to make roses with frosting. It's a rose. I think it's some kind of rose-like flower. Yeah, I'm not sure if it is specifically a rose. It could be a peony. It's quite small. So the big question is why? Why? Not why, but like, you know, it's hard to assess what is actually here. Oh. All of that. All of that. So from here, go against the norm and make them white roses. Ooh. Oh. I think that's it. I think that's it. I see a lot of overlap in stuff. I'm trying to see if there's any... I've done this in the entirely the wrong way, haven't I? Manners British. Imagine starting red versus white roses conversation. They're all going to be white roses. Yeah, confirmed. Confirmed. Red candle, white roses. You love to watch designer cake making, decorating stuff. Can I recombine these meshes? Start War of the Roses Part 2. Do you know there's a Yu-Gi-Oh game? Duelists of the Roses? English roses have less petals. What? What? Is that stuff selected down there? Best or not be. Where's my history? Where's my history? Right. Do you know, I've done a stupid thing. So we're gonna not do that. Untransact, please. Untransact. There's a type of rose called the English rose, and it has like 5. You thinking of the dog rose, maybe? Yeah, I fully admit that I've done a terrible thing. I'm very sorry. $8,000. Oh, I gotta check them all as well. I can't just trust that they are the ones. Oh my god. Let me... I mean, I can. Look at them all. Time to make daily backups. Good call. Good call. Fantastic call. But I'm going to do the exact opposite of making a backup of all this stuff. Oh, it's like stroking a cat. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I wasted a lot of time doing that. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought this was the correct thing to do. But apparently I did think that that was the correct thing to do. And I was mistaken. Okay? So, it's okay, man. We all do stupid things. True. True. You like shows like that too? You remember watch the Cake Boss? Oh god, not Cake Boss. No, anything but Cake Boss. Like those prosumer level competitive baking things that like I can't watch them. I can't. I can't watch them. Did someone say stupid? You're here? The least stupid of the stupid people, Belen. Come on. You do science for a living. You literally have papers saying that you're not stupid. Factual evidence against. I only have one paper, and it only says I'm not stupid in one subject, which I am now stupid in. Which we will find out after I finish Fallout Vegas. Master of Stupid. Because we all know those papers are useful for proving you're not stupid. Hey, I mean, if they don't know, shame. I can just show them that paper and they'll be like, oh, wow, yeah, you're right, wow. Oh, shit. He's not stupid. Look, he has the paper. Paid a lot of money for that paper. But you know you tell Claire every time you say bad things about yourself? Oh, God. Oh, God. Gonna have a long afternoon. 8,600 something meshes could not be split. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is taking up space on my hard drive. I finished watching the show I was watching, by the way, last night. After the stream, I snuck off and I watched the last 2 episodes. I don't know what it is with Korean dramas, but they get really dark really fast. The same thing happened with Vincenzo. Like it was like it's all a medium kind of police, lawyer, PI drama thing. You know, there's funny bits, there's sad bits, and you know, they're usually about 4 seconds apart from each other. And they bounce around like nothing else. But right at the end, last like episode or 2 episodes of these shows, it's just like, oh yeah, turns out that the main character is actually a psychopath and brutally tortures people to death. Oh, whoa. What the hell? Korea, are you okay? You okay, friend? Do you need like some cookies? Most people that get a PhD or an MD just hang their diploma up or store it somewhere collecting dust. True, Arclight. My bachelor's is just, well, it's not collecting dust because it's in a folder, but it is just sat there. You can easily forge a diploma. So many companies and organizations will contact the university and get your diploma to prove that you're a doctor, so the diploma is useless. Huh, really? It's hard to balance comedy and dark. See, I just don't get Korean TV. It's like, it's really nice to watch, right? It's like a brain massage. It's almost like playing good full speed tracks, not bad full speed tracks like we played yesterday. It's like a brain massage until like right at the end where it slaps you in the face, sets up for another season, and then gets cancelled. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? You've only watched Korean drama Descendants of the Sun fully. I've watched Taxi Driver, Vincenzo, Kingdom, which was actually balling, by the way. Kingdom is the best, one of the best TV shows I've ever seen in my entire life. Korean or no. Absolutely fantastic. High palace, feudal Korean drama, and zombies. Bruh. And it sets it up for season 2. Got canned. And the one that I just finished, Fiery Priest, which, yeah, it's really like everything is like filmed as if it's like a soap opera. But the characters, there's not a wide enough palette of characters for it to be like believable. So you get really weird stuff happening. Zombies make everything better? True. It was a really good and satisfying series. Kingdom. Taxi Driver is a movie also. Is it? They have a movie, Taxi Driver? 1976. We're in World War 3 times. University may not exist soon. Where are they going to call? Sheesh. I was about to say I doubt they'd bomb my university, but at the same time, it's right next to another university, so they might actually. Like I live there anymore. Partly thankful for not living there anymore, partly not thankful for not living there anymore. You know, there's something about being a 20-minute bus ride away from London, which is just satisfying. Even though London is like one of the shittest places to go on the planet. Not trying to drive people away from tourism. I'm sure there's plenty of touristy stuff to do there, but it's rubbish. It's garbage. It's just that everything's expensive, okay? Because it's a capital city, and like there's a lot of people. It's a dense area of population, and I can't really think of any good things about London. Like there's the museum, there's the British Museum that's there. It's pretty good. Tourism, something that was real before 2020. Oof. Please don't save my out-of-date packages. I'm trying to do something here. There's the British Museum, which is pretty good. And apart from that, that's it. Maybe the National Portrait Gallery, but I don't know. Art's one of those things, you know. It's got to appeal to me. Can't just appeal to people who like art. Speaking of which, have you ever been to the Salvador Dali Museum in Florida? Like, I know there's a lot of American people here who follow me. So if you have not been to the Salvador Dali Museum in Florida, you need to go to the Salvador Dali Museum in Florida. You need to go there. It is an absolutely fantastic place. Salvador Dali, one of the most bestest artists. British museums, after they return everything they stole from other cultures, cap. It's just an empty room. Big empty room too. British Museum is absolutely huge. Imagine the rent. Imagine paying the rent on a building that large in the center of London. Jesus. Could not. Yeah, okay. We've come to the end of our journey. Rest in peace, Meshes. Never been to Florida, and you hope you have never to go. You hope you have never to go. Despite loving Dali, as Florida is not a bad place to visit. It's probably a bad place to live. We've all heard about Florida Guy. We should probably just turn Florida over to the Gators. Let them just have it back. But at the same time, it's not that bad. It's hot. It's definitely hot. In Miami, it's not a kind of place I'd like to go, but you'll be happy to know that the Dali Museum is nowhere near Miami. It's in I think I have the address down here, actually. I have a tube from the Dali Museum. It's hidden. I can't get to it. Florida isn't safe. It's not that it's not safe. It's just that there's memeably a lot of weirdos that live in Florida, which is true. But also the temperature of the country and the humidity is just terrible. Like, hear me out, Starry Night. I don't know how you do with temperature. A lot of people retire and then move to Florida. Yeah. Or basically all of my family retired and moved to Florida. My great auntie and uncle. That's it. That's it. Mom and stepdad just went to visit their grandkids. They said it was gross outside. Yeah, it is. It's disgusting outside in Florida. You want to be inside an air-conditioned room 24 hours a day? 100%. It's like 29 to 36 degrees Celsius and like 400% humidity. It's disgusting. Like the wind is warm. Like you'll catch a breeze and it will warm you up more. And it's like, oh. That's right, Arclight. That's right. But they have... I was thinking about it, it's making me lose my breath. Jesus Christ. They have great orange production there. All the Minute Maid oranges and all the other orange people. Florida Orange Company. They make a lot of oranges. Your ex's mom and family spent their vacation in Florida, but not your ex hated to be there. Haha. You hear it's a lot like Malaysia weather. Probably. There are indeed orange people too. Yeah, easy now. There's one orange person. Exactly. Specifically. Yeah, I didn't... Like, there's enjoyable things to do in Florida. But Florida itself is not enjoyable. So you can go to the Keys. The Keys are beautiful. Keys are fantastic. You can get illegally extradited to Cuba, pick up some cigars, and then flee to Soviet... sorry, what? You can go see the Salvador Dali Museum. You can go to Disney World, and you can go to Universal Studios World. Both of which are fantastic resorts. Disney World's got some really nice restaurants. And the best churros I've ever had in my life. I had fresh churros from a churro dude outside Disney World. Or inside Disney World, but outside Disney World. Outside the main... we actually go in. There's like a resort area. So it's like... Disney World is like an onion. There's layers. So there's the outside. You recommend Baja over Florida. Weather is nicer and things are cheaper. Wow. I keep thinking about Baja as just a big desert. There's nothing there. It's arid. There's lots of dunes, and there's like occasionally like a V8 dune buggy with a bunch of like chrome boys in it. I've never been to LA. I've never been to California. I've been to NYC and FL. That's it. Also, shout out Florida for containing two of the world's greatest knife makers ever to live. I'm gonna exactly forget both of their names instantly, but they do live there. Jesus, what's wrong with me? Let me see if I can try and remember their names. Stan. His name is Stan. I'm almost 100% sure his name is Stan. Stan Wilson? That doesn't sound right, but... Stan Wilson. Stan Wilson Knives. Yep, Stan Wilson. And Michael Gavac. Mike Gavac. There you go. Stan Wilson is a venerable and renowned knife maker. He makes a very famous knife called the NFF. You're a Stan. I am a Stan. I absolutely 100% Stan Wilson. Makes all hand-fit, handmade. I think he has a manual mill and a manual lathe. Absolutely crazy level of technical aptitude and patience. Yeah, he makes a very famous among knife collectors, I guess. Famous among people who like knives. Knife called the non-flipper, which is a knife which you use the leverage on one of the bolster scales around a pivot to throw the blade into the engaged position, as we would say technically. Claire has been to one of the islands. Claire, how can you go to one of the islands and not the other, like, 9 islands? can make a knife. Can you look it up? Did you look at it? Anyway. She was a kid. I mean, I was a kid when I went, but like we went to all the islands. You drive across them. Kleber is here. Really? Oh, it's Shout Out Tuesday, apparently. No, she's in bed. So, like, Key West? Key Largo's the last one. Right? Don't make me get this up. Okay, just force delete. Oh, this is gonna suck. Force delete 8,000 objects. Like the Unreal Engine can deal with that. $99,000 Orbeez. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Are we alive? It's stopped responding. Soon I'll have to duel Claire and yourself. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yup. So we have progress? No. We have the opposite of progress. I split the mesh, and then I've unsplit the mesh, and I am deleting the resulting meshes that it made and imported into the engine, but didn't delete because it doesn't walk back its split function physically because it makes files on the hard drive. So I deleted those and I clicked force delete, and I don't think it liked that. So I think we may have frozen the engine briefly, which is fine. Totally fine. Getting kind of hungry, you know. Kind of like I want a little cheeky little snackery. What is this? There's a new. Zero views. How would I have accumulated? How would you even track that? Is that a McDonald's fry? Snack time. How'd you get away with that? How'd you sneak that past the Twitch mods? Yes, it is. Oh wow. Guess we can spend this time doing some planning. Mesh instance a good ocean tiler, but good tunnel tool. Depth, height, culling function. Ah, yes. We want world partition, but I want a 3-dimensional world partition. So like a grid of world partitions. Reno Los Tacos. Good. Yeah. Main menu, main level progression. Can spell literally anything correctly in this day and age. Yep. You actually have cold stuffed crust pizza left over from last night? Don't tempt me, Reno. I've had real bad luck in ordering takeaway recently. And like it got to a point. It got to a point, man. I ordered so much fried chicken. It's really embarrassing. I ordered so much I ordered like 6 people's worth of fried chicken. And like I don't want to say I ate most of it. But it was also it was kind of alright. I didn't eat all of it. I mean, not in one day. The dog had a nugget. And I had like chicken and then chicken leftovers the next day in an omelette. And then I had the next day after that I had fresh chicken and then chicken fajitas. I can't eat any more chicken. Like I'm chickened out, bro. Any of you like pineapple on the pizza? It has to be done right. You know what I mean? It has to be done correctly. But yes, it can work. It can't be wet. Weird combo. It can't be wet pineapple. You got to dry the pineapple before you put it on the pizza. The more moisture you have in the pineapple, the worse it turns out. What you really want, and I've only ever had this one time, the perfect pineapple on a pizza. You need the ham on it too. I think not ham, but like a pepperoni, like a very salty, but also extremely crispable kind of pork meat. Is better than a ham. Ham's kind of flavorless and bland, but you need something to bounce against the pineapple. So you want the pineapple to be dry or dry enough that it doesn't soggy the pizza when you cook it. Oh my god, it's making me so hungry. Fuck. Why are we talking about food? So it doesn't soggy the pizza and it caramelizes the pineapple as you cook it, right? That's what you want. Pine nuts. See, makes sense. And then with the pineapple, you need something salty. So something very salty and crispy. Because the pineapple is typically, even when it's caramelized, it's quite soft. So you want something crispy and salty to go against the sweet. And then chilies. You want fresh cut chilies. Spice it up. And it is just very nice. Very good pizza topping. Pepperoni, pineapple, chilies. To be fair, I'd put chilies on literally everything, so don't trust me, but yeah. It's not feeling good, is it? Unreal, you good, fam? Oh, Unreal, you are not good, are you? That's fine. I'm sure it won't cause like a memory leak. I'm sure everything will just be fine. Crash time? It hasn't crashed though. I think it's just I genuinely think it's doing work. Force delete will obliterate all references to this asset and is dangerous. Favorite pizza is garlic sauce and toppings, mushrooms and olives. I do like garlic on a pizza, but typically the places near me which put garlic on pizzas, they have garlic butter that they use for the garlic bread that they use instead of just garlic. So it makes the pizza very oily. You have skipped pizza. You will have dinner dreams. Oh, pizza dreams. Skip dinner. No. Is that the cat from Dragon Ball Z? No. No, it is not. It's just a black cat. Man, I'm getting so hungry now just even thinking about this kind of stuff. Why do we have to bring up food at this time of the day? I've got like ages of the stream left to do. I ate breakfast. I'm not going hungry. I had a big food before I came on. Oh, I started. Oh, I started it. Tell you, in the Keys, there was this really nice barbecue place we went to, and they were so accommodating. The friendliest staff I've ever met. Very good, very poggies. Thank you so much, barbecue place. I think it was called something. It was called something stupid like Bob's Grill or something. They were really nice, and it was a really great place too. I had the rack of ribs. I can remember it even to this day. It was kind of weird because like they turned off half the shop lights and they'd stack like most of the chairs and tables, and there was like one other person in the restaurant other than us. It's kind of awkward, but like everyone was perfectly happy, and like we said, no, don't worry, we'll fight. Like we were gonna leave. We went in and they were like, they looked at us and we were all like, oh shit, they're closing, we should probably go somewhere else. And they were like, no, it's fine, that's it. We will cook for you. You've eaten lunch today late in the evening and some snacks. I wasn't hungry, but pizza chats make sound on. God damn it. Oh! That's what we were waiting for. Do I need full body tracking? Is that something that you people would appreciate? Would appreciate? We're in. So instead of doing the split command, like a damn idiot, what we're gonna do is use the plane cut tool to just cut one of them off. Like a smart man. Yeah. Smart. Enough food chats. That's too far. You think it would be funny to see my V2 pump iron? You have only option to drink water now. Oh no. Oh no. I hate that. Like that's sometimes worse. Like drinking water when you're hungry, doesn't that just make you hungrier? Good. Reno. There it is. We did it. Felicitados. I feel good about that, but if you drink enough water, you feel full. I don't know about that, Reno. I feel like every time I drink water, I feel even hungrier. You have something that you can't eat this time. I hear like it's bad to eat like right before you go to sleep, like in the evening, but like it's only the afternoon where I am. I'm not going to sleep for a long time. Estimated long time. Estimated long time. What can I say? Other than I don't know. I don't have any words. I do not have a singular wordo. So the question is, what is harder to draw for a PC? Masked a masked material on a plane rendered two-sided, or a standard material on a non-masked plane, on a non-masked non-plane two-sided rendering. Camera, please. Yes. Somehow I feel like I've gotten, like, one of these that doesn't look very good. Like, I could have sworn the other ones looked better than this. Like, why don't we just use one of these? Huh? Why don't we just use one of the big ones? The big ones. Stand material two-sided. Oh, no. These are three-sided. They are nice. It's this one, right? You don't know what you're hearing. Hello there. Where do they go? Now they all look the same, don't they? Okay, they all look the same. Black roses, yay. I mean, they're just untextured. But... Is this an educational game for children? Because you don't think every child is going to have a beast of a computer to play this game on. It will be to play at school. Yeah, ArcLight. It's a good point. Don't expect schools to have gaming PCs lying around with 30 series GPUs in them. Are you saying it looks choppy on my PC? You saying my 20 series GPU isn't good enough to run this game? It's a valid point. It's definitely a valid point. But I think I can crush the optimization. Just get a 4090. Yeah. You tell the schools it comes packaged. They pay $30 extra when they buy a 4090 and they get the game. One license for one seat. It's cruel. Like, is that the same model, right? I have to know. I have to know. I feel like it used to be the same model. I feel like it's been crushed. I feel like it's just one of these that's been crushed. See, these look great. This is missing something. I don't know what it is. Hmm. Hmm. And a massive new case you can fit it in. Oh yeah. What are we gonna do about this? Hmm? Hmm. I don't know what we're gonna do about this. Or about these. Or about those. Oh. Where'd it go? I see. I don't know. I mean, for now, I guess we just save this, right? SM rose extra small. There you go. These are CGI quality roses. I don't know about that. Uh-oh. I mean, they are definitely high quality, but I don't know if it's CGI quality. Seems kind of sus. Browse the asset. This is okay. Oh, all right. Everything crashed. Literally everything. I make the best things ever. I mean, you know, I try. Bless me. How about we bless the creator of video games himself, John Carmack? Starting next week, we will be redeveloping Antonia in the Doom engine. Did I sneeze? No. Nice try. Unreal sneezed. Go back to this content browser. I'm just gonna get rid of all this stuff. I don't know what they are. Enjoy using id text level builder. Finally, we drop UE5 poggers. Get me the GZ Doom editor. Right. Why did I choose Unreal Engine 5, by the way? Dog be screaming. Dog be screaming. I chose Unreal Engine 5 because it was it was the one that pogged the most. Like, why would I choose any other engine? Like, I'd spent what, 2 years learning Unreal Engine? You know? I'd spent, you know, all that time getting into the way it works. Is that a GG? That's oh, it's a GG. .27 exists? Ooh, yikes. Unreal Engine 5 is a production template. If you want to have any chances of working in the industry, you have to use Unreal Engine 5. There you go. Prime Codec gets it. That's not true. Oh, the replies are so bugged. Twitch, please fix the replies change so I can see what people are talking about. Chat. Yeah, no, there's plenty of really good professional video games that I don't get infuriated at by, you know, even just using the user interface made and stuff like Unity. Like, there's, I mean, I was being sarcastic there, but it's true. Like, there's plenty of good games made in plenty of different engines. Like Godot. Lots of companies are scared of Unreal Engine 5 messing up their production pipeline. Only the big boys companies are going for it. Well, take a look at these cojones at Light TV. Like, so it's a combination of basically three things, right? As I see it, Unreal Engine is at the moment the most technologically advanced game engine that you can just pick up off the shelf. It has the biggest support with the widest number of tech companies behind it. So there's a lot of built-in features that you don't get in other engines. You get a whole host of really cool stuff that you can use for free just by having an account and using the Unreal Engine. Like, Unreal Engine 5 is for AAA detail. It's not really made a difference for small games. That's where you're wrong, Art-Like TV. That's where you're wrong. You are incorrect. All of the improvements that Unreal Engine has made for large game pipelines can be implemented in small game pipelines. It's pretty much the same for small games. I don't know. I don't know about that. Can you get free, high quality photogrammetry in the Unity marketplace? Don't answer that. Don't answer. Nope. Stop. I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's someone out there who does, you know, photo scans, puts them on the Unity store for free. So you can use Megascans, you can use Quixel assets in other engines. Thumb up. They're just 3D models. Unity literally made a free pack for that. God damn it. God damn it, Unity. But you have to pay a licensing fee, right? Sure. If you don't make it in Unreal, you have to pay a licensing fee to use Quixel. It's some money a month, whatever. We also get stuff from NVIDIA. You get DLSS. You get stuff from ATI. You get whatever it was called, DSR. You get Nanite and Lumen. Lumen is absolutely fantastic. Nanite aside, Nanite, we don't really care about pushing Brazilians of triangles to the screen, although we are getting close to that with some of the source meshes that we've been provided for this damn mountain. This is the tree. They have a lot of verts, they have a lot of tries. And fingies crossed. No one cares about small games. Modern games made by hundreds of people in Unreal Engine 5. Blueprints is the only way to template work for hundreds of workers. Exactly. But like, there's a whole bunch of cool tools which allow you to not only have like the workflow for hundreds of people working on the same game, but also have the workflow simulating that you have 100 employees doing, you know, workflow stuff for your 3D. So stuff like voxel remeshing, stuff like automatic 3D LODs, stuff like Nanite, basically streamline the production for everybody who uses 3D meshes. It's not just about having a team of 1 million artists with a bunch of people who don't want to do like manual LOD creation, right? It's improvement for everybody. Makes me angry that people don't see this as an improvement for small teams or solo devs. You know, I can grab, you know, photorealistic 3D model of the SS Queen Mary, Bloody Mary pirate ship, and the game engine will just be like, okay, les LODs, Nanite, done. Like, I don't have to have an artist buddy to go, oh, it's gonna take 6 months to make a LOD for this. No. And this voxel remeshing is very powerful. Games made by indies, with small companies, stuff like Daisy, Among Us, Binding of Isaac, Untail, Rust, etc. People do care. Every time you mention an Unreal Engine 5 document published by Epic, they say indie games is everything that costs less than $200 million in development. So modern indie games is multi-million dollars cost projects. True. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 indie game confirmed. Anyway, the second reason, it's what Unreal devs think. The second, this game is going to cost $200 million to develop. Don't worry. I'll send the bill. The second reason that I'm using Unreal Engine is because I spent time learning Unreal Engine. You know, I spent a year following tutorials for Unreal Engine. I spent another year developing a game solo in Unreal Engine, and I've spent multiple jams and smaller projects since using Unreal Engine, right? I'm not going to throw away my experience and, you know, workflow confidence just to try out a new engine to build a serious project. That's silly. It's wasteful. We don't do that here. And the third reason I'm using the Unreal Engine is because I have a whole bunch of assets already in the Unreal Engine ecosystem. I guess, you know, you'd think maybe that just like locks me into the scenario. Kind of does a little bit. And for stuff like this, definitely. But like at the same time, it's a pretty good tool, right? It's free. Saying anyone could do this. Anyone could open the Unreal Engine, download a whole bunch of stuff, and make a game. And that's great. You should do that. And Unity's fine too. Don't worry about that. Like, doesn't matter what the CEO of Unity says about microtransactions and monetization. He doesn't make video games for a living. He makes a video game engine for a living. In fact, he doesn't. He just manages one. Probably barely even manages it. But you know, there's plenty of other engines, and what you do with it is more important than what you have. You was part of some startup with the people from the UK. They ended up getting government grant for their UE4 game related project last year and got it mostly because they use U-Engine. Okay. Wait, can I get a UK government grant for using the Unreal Engine? Can I get the Queen's Royal sponsorship for using Unreal? Or the King's Royal sponsorship for using Unreal now, sorry. There's a completely new rendering pipeline that hasn't made it yet. Might make Unreal Engine 5 look like peace and outperform every current engine. So honestly, give things time and everything sucks. Well, yeah, obviously, if you're not on the bleeding edge, you're out of date, bro. But people don't make games on the bleeding edge. Case in point, Sea of Thieves was made in Unreal Engine 4.03. Makes me cry thinking about that. Makes me cry thinking about using 4.03. Oh. You can Google, you say yes. You can do it not too hard. Your government do sponsor game dev, actually. I had a look at like artists grants and it was basically nothing, but yeah, maybe I should look harder. It's because they started the development for the game ages ago. I started developing this game ages ago. What is this? Bullen, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Bullen, if you're still here. I'm gonna make the stairs from scratch again. I'm sorry. Probably never updated the version. It's because they started the development. Yeah, it's true. I think they moved it to 4.12. Like, somewhere. I'm gonna delete all this. All these weird meshes. That I'm pretty sure are stairs. I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure they're stairs and pieces of stairs. And they're all like really small weirdo meshes. The UK will tax cut games to represent British culture or something. You would assume games like Fable. Oh, I had Lionhead Studios. Was that a British game? Full poly surface. Not that one. Actually, yeah, that one. These are the floors. Which technically also we don't need either. We have these. Guildford Studio. Wow. And in this day and age, they need all the help they can get boosting their culture because... Well, I mean, have you seen the economy lately? Sheesh. Not just the local economy either. Why are there so many companies in Guildford? I'll never know. Truly a mystery of the ages. Protoplay.co.uk. Do I even dare click this? I clicked it! Oh no, it took my bank account details. Not again. I don't know what that was. It was just a splash screen asking for my email address. Is that what it was? It's just a newsletter. Oh, what's this? What's this? Is that the stand that the big candelabra is on? Took your virginity. It was last year UK government competition for game devs. Oh. Very interesting. Coronavirus lockdown game jam. This year, 2022, is Transfuser. Teams had the opportunity to pitch the UK Games Fund Review Panel to get support up to £20,000 for the continued commercial development of their products in dev studios, as announced by the competition winners have been made in due course. I think I saw that, actually. I think I saw that. They require you to have, like, a business, though. They require you to have a business and banking account for the payments. Obviously. But like, it's hard to run a business with no income for a long period of time. Anyway, imagine running a game company on 20k. Well, it's an indie dev. It's an indie dev's rent and food costs for half a year. One person. What could 20k even buy? Like 4 gaming PCs? 4 development PCs? Oops. You can buy one 4090 PC. Games represented there are expected low levels. Something like Mana's current project is easy win, you say. God damn it. Saying this game is low level. Look at the beautiful clouds. The beautiful, beautiful clouds. I don't know if I got 20k, I'd probably quit my job. Get a new job like a year after. And just spend like stream 5 days a week doing game dev. Quite nice actually. Only clouds is enough to win there. God damn. Are the clouds moving? No. Yes. Don't. It was real time was off. The beautiful, beautiful clouds. This is Ultra Dynamic Sky plugin. I say plugin, asset, what do you want to call it? This is just the default. So good clouds. So good clouds. Look at them. Where is it? Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Are they volumetric? Oh yeah, you bet. Oh, that's so good. I'm very happy with my purchase of this asset. Like even just the default setup is pretty fantastic if you ask me. Oh, needs a little bit of tweaking, doesn't it? Very cinematic. Don't. Sandstorm. Snow. Blizzard. Close, guys. Oh, there's just no clouds. Yeah. Big GG. I don't know what's going on in here. Oh, GPU. Unreal's done a stinky again. Corrupted my GPU. Look at it. You can see that, right? You can see this blue mesh. Stuff like this distracts you from the actual stuff. What's important? Visual effects must be last game development. No, your ink. Like I haven't touched it. Like it's just the default settings. I'm just showing it to you. It's not a distraction. God damn it. Righty. I don't know what we're going to do about these. Oh my god. Well, at least we tidied up all those meshes. I don't know what we're going to do about the rows. Let's add that to the to-do. To-do art. Here we go. Throne roses mini candle roses. Oh, do you know what we didn't do? I said that we were going to do it and we didn't do it. If we go to our level and models again. Can I just don't save? Okay. Block out and who? What? Blockouts are illegal. Did I tell you? Did I not tell you? Blockouts are illegal. Excuse me? Engine? Oh no. Pray for the Unreal Engine. Because he's stinky. It's crashed. It's definitely crashed. It's gone. Why has it frozen now? Well, Arclight TV. That's a very good question. You could say I tried to perform an illegal operation, and it must be shut down. So I tried to load the level, and it asked me if I wanted to save the changes to the level, and the level that I had changed by deleting all those meshes, and I said no, and it just said, well, we're gonna have a problem there. You looked away from a second. I probably have the highest crash ratio of Unreal Engine of any person. Even the Unreal devs themselves don't manage to crash it this often. Bet. They're like, oh yeah, well we know what's gonna crash it, so we just don't do that. We collecting crashes today? Oh yeah. I should have a crash counter. I think Moobot allows me to have one counter, so maybe I'll implement that. You've watched a few streams, and so far I hold the record. So my main tip for you to not crash the Unreal Engine is to not do anything with anything that's in the scene or any of the levels that you have. And then don't load those levels if you did something about them. Just delete them. Just delete the level that you were editing in, and then don't even think about it. It's my tip for you. Look at that beautiful mesh. Just don't edit anything, yeah. Look at that beautiful mesh. Don't use the engine and it won't crash. Exactly. The fastest code is no code at all. So a lot of the times, let me break it down for you how the Unreal Engine does garbage collection and why that's a bad thing and why it will ruin your life. So the Unreal Engine garbage collection is automatic. By the way, these are the default volumetric clouds for the engine. Please tell me that the asset clouds are far superior. These are just default volumetric plugin clouds against the default volumetric asset clouds that we had in the other scene. Just tell me these are better. You can't. They're disgusting. And like, it's weird to me that Epic Games implemented these, like, and they look so bad. Why wouldn't they just implement nice ones? So we have this, and we have this. Is the throne the same chair? Well, the throne is a different chair with no back. What the fuck? That doesn't look right, does it? Do you expect them to use their infinite development time to make something good? God damn it. Why is everyone such a meme mob today? What's happening? I feel like I've deleted something wrong here. I feel like something is gone. Oh boy. But this is one mesh, so I couldn't have done. It would literally be impossible for me to do that. Oh, there's even more. Oh my. Maybe that is how it looked. Maybe that is what we were looking at. Anyway. Ah. Ah. Huh? Oh, Nact is found, huh? Hmm. So we have our root model, right? I thought there were 2 root models. But hey, there's one. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, but we can delete this. And then we can delete this. Oh, so anyway, yeah. So there's real-time garbage collection in games, in packaged builds, but there's no real-time garbage collection in the editor because reasons. Anyway. This means that if you load an asset into memory, it stays in memory until you close the editor, even if you change the level, blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. So if you go into a level, you open a level, you load the level, you load all the assets in the level, and then you delete an asset in the level, and then you delete the asset from your asset library, it will complain. And 9 times out of 10, it's fine. But 1 time out of 10, you go a step too far. Maybe you tried to delete 8,600 assets at the same time. Whoa, YouTuber! I. Now, why would you do that? The other thing is if you delete something and then you save it, it freaks out. Imagine not having 256 gigabytes of RAM. Exactly, right? Some of us peasants only have 64 gigabytes of RAM. And I had to fight for that. Oh no, where? Oh no! I've done an ultra bad. The tables are gone. The benches are gone. Oh shit. Help. Help. Tunnel 1. FBX. Dining room. Table. Table.fbx. Everything explodes. Don't even think about it. Don't even consider it an issue. Why is that so good though? This is both of the tables side by side, right? These are way better to have imported than the other ones. What was I doing? Imagine being an idiot that spends tons of money on a motherboard that supports more than 128 gigabytes of RAM. So that's one table. And that's just another table. What's going on here? You didn't see anything. Oh, that's what it was, hmm? I'm so confused. All these, one poly surface. Where is it? Hmm? There it is. Okay, so first thing we do. Modeling mode. I can fix this. Don't worry. Pivot at the bottom. Accept. And then delete it. And then we go back up to the room. I just want to do it up here. I don't want to do it down there. It's nice in here. You know what I mean? Suddenly the table is multiple times bigger than it needed to be. Ah, details. And that's thousands of times smaller than it needed to be. Not 0.5. It's just a little bit too small. 0.55. 0.525. It's on the floor, right? It's kind of on the floor. Someone had a great idea on Reddit once for streaming service for games, but no streaming service for game engines. Imagine using Unreal Engine 5 on your phone. Well, this may trouble you to think about, but I have actually done that. I have actually done that, believe it or not. So, the company Google, you may or may not have heard of them, has a built-in... You ran it on your phone? Well, no, I streamed it to my phone and interacted with it through my phone. The company Google has a remote desktop plugin for the Chrome browser you can use to browse your PC when you're away from your PC. If you have Chrome on your PC and you have Chrome on your phone. Obviously, you have Chrome on your phone because you have an Android phone. But yeah, you can use the Google Remote Desktop and you can just use Unreal Engine through your phone. Yeah, but you need to have a computer that can run it for that. Well, yeah. But that means you are the streaming service. Eh? I see now. I understand I've made a terrible mistake, Berlin. You can hit the panic button if you want to, but it's not that big. Streaming services would have the computer, so you didn't need to spend thousands. Yeah, but I already spent thousands of dollars on the computer. I can't take that back. I can't just go down to my PC. Oh, sorry. 3 years ago, I bought this PC from you, but I don't need it anymore. I've got a streaming service for all my game development needs. You can just have this back. Can I have my money back? They'd be like, they'd laugh you out of the building. Anyway, obviously the idea is for people who don't have the money for it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but also near. So, Berlin. Oh, sorry, microphone. I've just realized that all of the assets are beautifully, like, organized in beautiful folders, and they're all, like, aligned to the grid. They're scaled weird, though. You can see it. The desk I've had to scale 0.5125. Half and then an 80th, if I've done my maths correctly. Which is fantastic for fixing the boo-boo where I deleted the table. Didn't know it was actually a table to not be deleted. Anyway, but now there's assets. The assets that I've dragged in by importing the whole scene, the whole FBX scene, are aligned to the FBX scene, obviously. And it kind of bugs me. It kind of makes me feel like I should re-import everything. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. It's a waste of time. Also, it's 5:30 already. Bake rotation scale. Bake full scale. Recenter pivot. Accept. Right. Now we take the beautifully crafted bench. Is that everything? Is that the whole bench? Nothing but the bench? Merge. We use mesh merge. New object name. SM bench wooden. And then we set the pivot of SM bench wooden to be the bottom. Oh, my PC is lagging. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We just delete those from the scene. We don't need them. We can just have a second bench over there. It's fine. It's actually not that complicated a mesh. Kind of happy about that. Don't tell me those screws go all the way through those pegs. Those pegos. Oh, they do. That's interesting. Very cool. Yeah, we just... So mesh merge... mesh merge is very cool because it preserves all the mesh parts, right? So all the fractured splintoids. SM table wooden. Accept. And then we set the pivot of this. Pivot to be the bottom. Accept. Can scoot it around so that it's in the correct location. Lovely. Woo. Yes. New folder. SM root B. We do have the B root, so we can delete all those. I didn't get the asset reference. I think it's this one. Nope, they are the stone arches. They can also be deleted. Woo! Cool. I think we're good. I think we are pretty gravy. Yeah. We have the indirect lighting intensity contribution. Set that like to 2. Or maybe even 3. Huh. Interesting. We should probably look at the lumen view. What a beautiful lumen scene we have. Oh, spaghetti. Oh, that's not good. Whoa. Whoa. Never before have I seen this view. Looks pretty rad if you ask me. It's the MIP levels for the surface, the cached page. That's what it says from the shadow map. Interesting. Oh, these not nanite? Hold your horses there, sunshine. They gotta be nanite. Overdraw going a bit crazy there. Very good. Material complexity. Mask. Ah, yeah, the nanite mask. Obviously, none of this is nanite apparently. So the candles and the wick. You're welcome. And the candle holders. that one, and that one. Lovely. I don't know, some of these meshes are fine. Totally fine. Anyway, that's enough messing around. Back to the lit view. That's cheeky final save. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming to watch the game development segment. If you came to watch the game development segment, we're going to be moving on to the Trackmania segment briefly. But first, I'm going to go get a drink. So if you need a drink,